How long does it actually take to become self-sufficient when going off-grid? This is one of the most misunderstood questions for beginners, because most people imagine a clear finish line, a moment where everything is fully set up and you're completely independent. But the reality is very different. Self-sufficiency is not a switch you turn on. It's a gradual process that depends on your skills, your budget, and your location. In this video, we're going to break down realistic timelines and what actually happens along the way. Let's start with the most important truth. There is no universal timeline. Some people reach partial self-sufficiency in a few months, while others take several years to build a stable lifestyle. Most people are never 100% independent. They reach different levels in energy, water, food, and income. The first stage is basic independence. This usually takes anywhere from a few weeks to a few months. In this stage, you might have a small solar system, basic water storage, and a simple living arrangement. You are still heavily dependent on outside systems, but you begin learning how to manage your own resources. The second stage is partial self-sufficiency. This is where you manage a significant portion of your own energy or food. For most people, this stage can take anywhere from 6 months to 2 years. At this point, you begin to understand your real usage patterns and reduce your dependence on the grid. The third stage is advanced self-reliance. This stage can take 2 to 5 years or more. Here, your setup becomes stable. You can handle most daily needs independently, and external support becomes occasional. Now let's talk about what actually affects how long it takes. The first major factor is your starting point. Skills in electricity, plumbing, or construction can significantly reduce your learning curve. The second factor is your budget. Money doesn't buy self-sufficiency directly, but it does buy time. A larger budget allows you to install better systems faster and avoid cheap mistakes. The third factor is your location. Sunlight, water access, and climate all affect your progress. The fourth factor is system complexity. Simple systems are easier to build and maintain. Many beginners slow themselves down by overcomplicating their setup too early. Another factor is learning speed. The faster you learn from mistakes, the faster you progress. Let's also talk about setbacks. Equipment fails, weather affects systems, and unexpected costs appear. These setbacks are part of the learning process and force you to build more resilient systems. Self-sufficiency is multiple categories. You can be energy independent but still depend on external food. In the first year, most people are still learning and building foundations. In years 2 to 3, systems become more stable. Daily life becomes more predictable. By years 3 to 5, off-grid living becomes a stable lifestyle rather than an experimental phase. Self-sufficiency is not about perfection. It's about reducing dependence over time while increasing control. For most people, meaningful self-sufficiency takes between 1 and 5 years. The timeline depends on your skills, budget, location, and learning speed. Setbacks are part of the process. The goal is to steadily reduce reliance on external systems while building a lifestyle that works for you. If you want more practical guidance on off-grid living, make sure to subscribe to Off-Grid Life Tech.